Hello and welcome to our fourth and last installment of the video guides to Daedalic Entertainment's turn-based strategy game Blackguards. Now, with the first 3 episodes, each of you should be veritable master tacticians and or combat monsters. And since we can't teach you anything new in regards of magic or steel, this guide taps into a wholly different matter. Actions have consequences, and we'll tell you how you influence the story with your decisions and what calls you have to expect.
All right, we'll rescue her.
One way of influencing the story is through dialogues. There rings truth in the saying, the pen is mightier than the sword. In that sense, apparently harmless words can have dire consequences, especially considering the poor anger management skills of a certain dwarf. Norum.
What bloody palace!
You're rather nosy, little runt.
Runt! Draw your weapon, biggin!
Speaking of which, not only the protagonist can act during dialogues, sometimes the members of your party have something to say. This is indicated by their name in tags sent in front of a dialogue option. A simple example, early in the game, after reaching the town of Wobran, your party encounters a beggar asking for some spare coins.
Can you spare a farthing for a gods-fearing old man?
Now, you can either be the good Samaritan or stick to a cheapskate approach. If you choose to be in a gracious mood, the beggar will share some secrets with you. There's an old battleground where a clever adventurer and or vulture can make a lot of money. If you keep your coins or even let Norum's boot do the talking, you will of course save some gold.
Go to the Nameless One!
What's this world coming to?
But you won't know about the battleground either, and never know of all the gear littering the fields. Your charisma attribute also has an impact on dialogues. Only at certain charisma thresholds, additional dialogue options are unlocked. If your attribute unlocks more dialogue, this will be indicated by a charisma tag next to the dialogue choice. An example for this one: upon reaching Mengbilla, you'll encounter a thief threatened by a bunch of thugs. With a sufficiently high charisma, you can let Aurelia pull off a trick and get yourself and the girl out of harm's way safely.
Hello, could you spare a coin?
What?
Do you have any money for us?
You can also choose to have Norum deal with this delicate matter. And you probably figured out yourself to what end of a conversation the unmatched diplomatic skills of the dwarf lead your party.
This is none of your business, Hairy Fairy.
Hairy Fairy?
Battles also offer more than just pounding your enemies into the dirt. There are also optional goals. If you achieve those, you'll earn some kind of extra reward or the story takes an unexpected turn. That leads us back to the battlefield mentioned earlier, if your party decides to loot that place. Of course, you're not the first to have that idea. There is no honor among thieves, and thus a heated battle for the loot ensues. In this battle, instead of only killing your opponents, the optional goal is to open as many chests as possible. Each unopened chest at the end of the battle means less loot for your party. If you thought Norum requires special attention and a short leash, you probably missed out on Zoberan's debauchery. He likes to play with fire, and we don't mean his spells. He's a ladies' man, and sometimes his fair company gets in the line of sad fire. That's exactly what happens to a certain baroness. Her liaison with the lecherous mage lets her end up in chains and put to the gallows. Zoberan, the gentleman he is, of course wants to save the damsel in distress.
We must rescue Bellarita.
And now it's on the party to stop the execution. To prevail, they need to get to the gallows within a certain number of turns. If they fail, well, then we'd have a love story as tragic as it gets. Save her, however, and you'll save the light and love of Zoberan, so yeah, okay, fine. If you're not the romantic type, there's also extra adventure points in it for you.
My baroness.
My grandee! Quick, you must flee!
I'll be back.
Yeah, whatever. Come on, now!
Quests also leave room for decisions, and often there's more than one way to go. While traveling, your party encounters a vagabond called Ornaris camping in the wilderness.
Are you headed to Chaliba? Perhaps you could do me a favor.
I doubt it.
He claims his brother Sereno has stolen his identity and now wants you to kill him. After you encounter Sereno, though, he will claim exactly the opposite. His brother only envies him for all he has achieved.
I saw your wanted posters. You take care of my brother, and well, I won't tell anyone that you've been.
Learning his own brother wants to kill him, he asks you to end the treacherous sibling instead of himself. Who tells the truth and who lies? And on top of it all, are these two actually who they claim to be? Now it's on you to decide if you want to off one of them right away or dig deeper to make sense of this mess. It's all up to you and your conscience. On another opportunity, the party is hired to retrieve a powerful magic staff for a merchant. Are you of the honest kind? Well, then you can just give him back the staff and collect your money.
Is this your masquerade staff?
Oh, wonderful. Fantastic.
If you're more the opportunistic type, you can also keep the staff. It's powerful after all, and Zoberon couldn't be happier to agree. Or side with Norum, who'd prefer to see this piece of dark magic consumed by flames. But is that what you'd want to do?
He must never get his hands on the fetish.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I say, let's burn the fetish staff.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
What was your final call in these quests? Are you of the honest sort, or did you act like a true rogue? Or are you morally flexible, solving each situation just as you see fit? Tell us your story right here in the comments or the forum. If you're interested in the lore of Aventuria, check out the lore videos of our friends over at orkenspalter.de, Nandurian and Ulysses Games. You can also learn more on our Facebook page, our forum, or on the official Blackguards homepage. And that's it, people. Now you should be fully prepared for what lies ahead in Blackguards. We hope you enjoyed the videos, got some useful information out of it, and wish you all the best on your journey across Aventuria's wild south. And if you still don't have your own copy of the game, Steam, GOG.com and retail stores of your choice will gladly provide you with one. If all that fails, we'll just tell Norum to have a few words with you.